everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a Pilates workout that is going to help us fix our anterior pelvic tilt. Now, whether you have low back pain or you're just working to build your core strength and your glute strength, this is the video for you. Let's go ahead and get right into things. We're going to start today lying all the way flat on your back. So just go ahead and lie down on your mat. I want you to take a second to just notice any spaces that are happening underneath your body on the mat, specifically where your spine is. Just take that moment to notice where your spaces are. As you can see, I have a pretty big gap underneath my spine. Let's reach our arms up to the ceiling. We're going to take a big breath in and then exhale. Just let your spine slowly start to sink down to the mat a little bit heavier. Let's take one more big breath in and then exhale, sinking the spine down. Hold it there. You're gonna pull your stomach muscles in, closing your rib cage, and just see if that space lessens a tiny bit underneath you. Not pulling the pelvis towards you and cramming the low back down into the mat. You want it to just be a more natural approach. So pulling the stomach muscles in as much as they go, closing the rib cage, keeping that connection. We're gonna reach the arms towards the hips, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders, and then lower everything back down. Let's do that again. You're gonna reach the arms forward, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, ensuring that the pelvis isn't pulling towards you. You wanna maintain that neutral pelvis, and then lower yourself back down. Let's do 2 more times. Curl up and lower. Last one, lift and lower down. Good. This time we're going to lift up, holding in your curl, keeping the head, neck, and shoulder raised. Make sure that pelvis stays flat. We're going to bring the right leg into your chest and the left leg into your chest, just holding this position, deepening your abdominal muscles. I want you to think about sinking those lower belly muscles in. Hold it there. Take a deep breath in, start pumping your arms, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Think about sinking those belly muscles deeper and deeper. Reaching that tailbone straight ahead. And deep breath out. Halfway there, full extension with the legs if it feels good. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. And breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink everything in, bend your knees, rest your head. Awesome. Let's take those feet back down to the mat. You're going to lengthen your legs all the way out this time. Legs together, feet are going to stay in your Pilates V. We're going to get into our roll-ups here. So reaching the arms up to the ceiling, super straight legs, super straight arms. Take a big breath in, lift your head. Exhale, you're going to peel your spine all the way up. As you're coming up, I want you to think about reaching the energy out through the crown of your head while you're pulling your stomach muscles in and up in the opposite direction. We're going to start to roll back. Once you get behind the pointy part of your butt, bend your knees and allow your spine to lower down, straightening the legs again. So we're going to do a roll up with a little bit of a modification to help us find deeper core muscles for those of us who have that anterior pelvic tilt. So arms are up to the ceiling. Once the head, neck, and shoulders are lifted, start to bend the knees, peeling the spine up, reaching over, letting the legs straighten. Energy out of the crown of the head, belly muscles are in and up. You're going to start to roll back. When it makes sense for you, you bend the knees, articulating the rest of the way down. Let's do 2 more of those. Finding that place to get a little bit more articulation for your lower back. So reach forward, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders. Bend the knees, deepen the belly to roll up, and reach it forward. As you start to roll back, you get behind your sit bones, you bend your knees, you allow your body to lower down. One more time here. Inhale, lift, bend the knees. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, start to roll back, bend the knees, and lower the rest of the way down. Good. We're gonna do one more roll up with our legs straight the entire time. And I just want you to notice what feels different in your body, which feels better, which way you prefer. Depends on the day, what I prefer for my body. So let's do one more here. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, reach forward, roll up. And we're gonna stay up here, coming into our spine stretch forward. So I'm gonna open up my legs to the corners of my mat. So I'm in a little baby straddle, and I'm gonna reach my arms forward, imagining that my entire spine is up against a wall. So the tendency is to kind of be here. I want you to think further back than you really want to be. So that spine is as straight as possible. And once you get there, I want you to think about a little string pulling the top of your head up. See if you can grow 1 inch taller. Keeping that length, you're gonna slowly start to tuck your chin towards your chest, reaching the crown of your head forward, pulling the belly and the ribs up towards the ceiling, and then deep in the belly, articulating all the way back up. Find that lift again to rise. It's just a seated roll up. We're doing the same exact thing, a little bit more effort from your core. Take a big breath in. Exhale, chin to your chest, reaching forward, forward, forward. When you can't go anymore, you deepen the belly, allowing the body to rise. One more time, inhale. Exhale, chin to the chest, reach it forward. Deep in the belly, reach it all the way up and relax those arms. You're gonna bring the feet together, reach the arms forward, roll yourself all the way down. Awesome, let's roll over onto our side, coming onto the right hip here. You're gonna line your body up with the back edge of the mat, so you're in one straight line, and then bring both the legs to the front corner, so you're in a little baby V. Right in this position, I want you to think about pulling your abdominal muscles in and lengthening your left leg across the room, so you feel the underside of your abdominal muscles working. So the whole body's going to work here. You're gonna keep that reach, lift that left leg up in line with your hip, and you're gonna externally rotate your legs. So you're turning your thigh bone up. Keeping that external rotation, we're gonna kick the leg to the front and reach the leg to the back. We kick the leg to the front and reach it to the back. Working to strengthen those glutes here to help keep that posture, to prevent that anterior tilt, to get your bodies nice and strong. One more time. We kick to the front, reach it to the back. You're gonna hold it back there, really reaching all the way out from that hip socket. Tiny pulses up and down. We do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg on top of the other and rest it down. Going into our up down, you're gonna lift the left leg up again, externally rotate. We kick it up and lower down. Kick and reach, making sure not to kick too high. You want to keep that space between the rib and the hip here. And 2 and 1. Lower the leg, stay. We're going to draw big circles. We kick to the front, up, around to the back, and circle the leg. One more this direction. Bring it to the front, reverse. Kick it to the back, open the hip, and forward. Again, careful how high that leg is coming around. Keeping that space between your rib and your hip. One last time. And rest the leg. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bend our knees here, coming into a 90-degree from your hip to your knee. You can stay down on your arm if it's more comfortable for your neck. I'm going to prop myself up onto my hand here. Keeping the feet together, we're just going to open and close the knee. We open and close. Open and close. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Beautiful. Let's stay here. Let's take that second to really reach that hip out, keeping that length underneath your body. You're going to pick up the left leg, flex the foot right in line with the hip. You're going to press it out and pull it back in. You press and resist, really pushing the airway through that leg. We do 2, 1. Hold it out there, tiny pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee and rest. Awesome job. Let's roll over onto the other side, coming onto the left hip. Lining the body up again with the back edge of your mat and then bringing both legs to that front corner. Taking a second here, reaching that right leg as long as possible to create that space underneath you. Keeping that space, you're going to lift that top leg up, externally rotate, we kick it to the front and reach it to the back. And kick and reach. Working really hard to keep your entire body still except for that working leg. So the whole body's working and not the whole body's moving. One more time. And bring that leg down on the other. We go into our up, down, lifting the top leg, and we kick and resist. Up and lower. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg down. Let's start to circle the leg, bringing the leg to the front, reaching it all the way to the back and forward, around and down, reaching out through that foot. Nice long leg. Reverse, back, open the hip and forward. Keeping those belly muscles pulled in, that chest nice and open. One more time. And lower it down. Good. Let's bend those knees coming into that right angle. I'm propping up on the hand here. Clamshells, feet stay together. Open the knee. Open and close. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Stay here. Lift that right leg up in line with the hip. Flex the foot. We're going to press out and resist. Press and resist. 4, 3. Get that leg super straight. 2, and 1. Hold it out there, tiny pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee and rest. Awesome. Let's roll over back onto the back. Once you're lying down on your back, we're going to bring the knees into the chest. We're going to finish off that core here. So let's lift the head, neck, and shoulders, ensuring that that tailbone stays down, no tucking of that pelvis. You're going to reach the right leg towards you, the left leg away from you, and switch. And switch. Really pressing your hands into the mat to keep you nice and stable. We do 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Both knees in. Stay here. Both legs are going to shoot out away from you and pull in. And press out and pull in. The legs don't have to go low. You want to think about sinking those lower belly muscles in. So even if the legs are going straight up to the ceiling, but you're allowing your belly to sink in, that's perfectly fine. And 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees and rest your head. Last 2 here. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. keeping the knees into the chest. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Both legs go straight up to the ceiling. You're gonna lower your right leg and pull it back up. Lower the left and pull. Lower and lift and stretch. And up, 2 more. Last time. Both legs up to the ceiling. Hold, right knee in, left leg out. We twist and twist. And 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Both knees in. Rest your head. Lengthen those legs all the way out on the mat. One last roll up, whichever way you prefer to do it. Lift the head. I'm going to bend my knees to help me move through my spine and reach forward. Excellent. Finishing things off today, we're going to stand up on our mats. Just standing in the center of your mat, we're going to come into our Pilates V. So heels are together, toes are a fist distance apart. I'm going to reach my arms out in front of me just so you can sort of see my body. And I'm just going to stand regularly. It's not quite as severe because I did just work out, but my tailbone is flipped up and my belly is pulled down, that anterior tilt. So right here, I just want you to fix your posture while you're standing. I want you to think about sending your tailbone down to the floor and pulling your belly muscles in and up. And that's going to change your posture right away. It should be very hard to hold, especially if you're not used to being in this position. Just take a couple seconds holding it there and thinking about pulling your belly muscles in as much as you can while you're hugging the backs of your thighs so you're using your glute muscles. And then just relax your body. Let's do that 2 more times, just getting a feel for that pelvis being here and here. Sending the tailbone straight down to the floor, pulling your abdominal muscles in and up, and even try lifting your head, opening up that entire chest, holding that posture. And then let the body do what it wants to do. One more time here. Tailbone pulls down to the floor, belly muscles pull in and up, lift your gaze, open up your chest. Stay here, reach your arms up to the ceiling, grow a little bit taller. Take a big breath in, keep that posture, exhale, press the air away from you, growing taller, taller, taller. And that is it for today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Try to keep that posture with you as you move throughout life. I know things can get incredibly difficult, and us who have that anterior pelvic tilt, it's much more comfortable to live in that arch. But if you catch yourself doing it, just see if you can get that little tailbone to the floor, belly muscles in, and I swear your body will be able to hold that position eventually. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. I have been working for years to fix my anterior pelvic tilt, and I finally don't have back pain from Pilates. Let me know if this helps. I post mat Pilates videos once a week here on YouTube, so I will see you guys next week. Bye.